Thank you, Casey, for taking part in our customer video feedback. Just to introduce you, you run an electrical and plumbing shop on Beehive Lane, providing bathroom and electric products from all ranges, from economical to high end. And Casey, can you tell us how you met A&G Renovation?
I think it's been, well, the time when you actually walked in, about 8 years now, is it? 8 years?
Yeah, it was something about 7 years.
Roughly, yeah. Memory's not too good, but yeah, around about that time. Walked in with your white dungarees. I thought you was a painter decorator, but yeah, it was more, so yeah, I remember that time.
Yeah, and from the time when you first asked us to do some work for you, can you just tell us on how we do in terms of estimating jobs? Do we come in prepared? Do we provide adequate information? Is it useful?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I think the first job you done for me was the ground floor tiling.
Yeah.
And I was quite surprised the way you actually emailed the quote, because most times, you know, people sort of tend to, you know, just put on a text message, but yours was very professional when you've emailed the quote. And very detailed, with the time scale, with the materials you'll be using, and yeah, the costing as well, which was, you know, I was impressed with. And from the first sort of point, I got the feeling that this was going to be, you know, smooth and professional. It started off professional, so yeah,
thank you.
That was really good.
Thank you.
And that was, I think for me, that was one of the most important things. So the way, the first initial contact and the way, you know, you got back to me within a day, a couple of days, whatever it was, and yeah, it was professional.
Thank you for that. Now, Casey, after you accepted our quotation, which after a few days you did, and we started the work, and from that point, how did we manage the project in terms of preparation?
Well, what stood out straight away, which for me and my wife, was when you actually started the preparation. Yeah, it was really remarkable. I mean, living in Ilford and going to sites and looking at other people's work, and you could see other people's preparation. Miles away. He was miles away, and that was one of the main things which really impressed us. Your preparation, because you actually consider, you know, the thought for a customer's house, the walls, the floor. You with me? Because you get a lot of people just coming in, just putting a, you know, normal dust sheet and not even taping it down, you know. And your preparation was awesome. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And also, sometimes I do the work myself. Sometimes I rely on the specialists who I bring into my team. Yeah. And how do we, in your eyes, we do that? Do we pick the right people? Do they perform to your expectations?
To be honest, I don't see a difference between you or your workforce. The end result is the same. That's what matters for me, and that's what, you know, we continue to recommend you from our business, because it's very important for myself, because reputation is everything. Yeah. And yeah, the end result, that's the main thing. And you know, I'm happy. I've been happy for a long time, and so are the customers. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll just add a few things. Yeah. Also because you are the right man to ask these things, because you're yourself in the trade, and you have done quite a lot of projects as such. Yeah. Also, just to finish off on a couple of bits on how we run the projects, do you think we pick the right materials for the job, or do we sort of aim to cut the cost or make it?
Definitely not cut the cost. I mean, like, I could give you an example. When we've done even the outer building in my house and my mother's house, we've done the swimming pool area there. I didn't think of Ditromat. You know, you recommended Ditromat. I read up on it, and obviously Ditromat, you know, reduces the movement in tiles and gives the extra insulation. and it's a quality, obviously, product. And with me, if I didn't know about it, I wouldn't have it. You with me? You recommended it, and it's you know, to this date I've had no tile move, you know, anything. So definitely happy with that.
Thank you. So that sort of makes sense. So spend a little bit more on the quality materials rather than try and look around for ways to cut costs. And then again,
I recommend. I mean, like you know, end of the day, if you're going to spend the money, a little bit more ain't going to hurt, because obviously those products are really important to the end job as well.
Yeah.
I think with you as well, you take pride in your work, and you know the stages, what's required for the end finish, and you don't like cutting corners. You know, I think there was a time when I can't remember when it was, what job it was. Was it at my sister's house? I can't remember. I did say to you, because it was my sister's house, I said, look, why don't you leave? I think it was the tile edging. I can't remember what it was, but then I see from your face that you didn't really want to do that, and I was like, oh God, go on then, mate, because I was paying for it all. But you know, just example that you don't want to cut corners.
Yeah.
Because you take pride in your work, and that's how it should be, and that reflects on your reputation, which is glowing from my point of view.
Thank you. So probably we have answered the question about your high expectations, because I know you, as I mentioned, you in the trade yourself, you see many projects from all type, high end to economical, and also you know, just to mention your wife, she also has a very good eye for detail. So how would you describe?
I mean, in this world, what you pay is what you get. If your expectations are going to be up here, you know, you can't pay peanuts. You with me? So you have to expect that. That's with anyone. You know, I mean, you know, you want a top job done, so you're going to pay good money. But one thing is, paying the good money to this person, you know, the job is going to be 100%. There's no cut corners. And we've done site deliveries, and I've done site valuations, and I've gone to, you know, different houses and looking at the kitchens, bathrooms and hallways. You know, I look at the finish, and it's, you know, the householder might be, you know, satisfied, but to my eye,
it can be improved.
It definitely could be improved. But, you know, that's my opinion, that's the way I am. So, you know, I'm not going to go around telling everyone, you know, this wasn't a good job. You know?
Also, just to pick up on that, you mentioned you recommend us to your sister to basically do a job for her, and not only that, I'm very grateful for you recommending your customers who walk into your shop, because again, this is a huge responsibility in terms of protecting your name as a shop name, and also it's a sort of responsibility you carry for your friends as well. So you don't want to introduce people who would not perform. So on what basis do you recommend us? What would be sort of the key?
Well, I think reputation is one of the most important things. Reputation takes years to build and a minute to lose.
You're right.
So for myself, for me to recommend anyone, you know, I have to believe and I have to see that the work is good. And with yourself, I know when I have recommended you, and in the future I will, the customer, the person, whoever it is, they're definitely in safe hands. I can vouch for that, and I don't vouch for many people.
Thank you very much. I think that's thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And as I say, you have answered all my questions, and I'm very grateful for your honest feedback. And I hope it'll be useful to our future clients. And thank you very much again, Casey.
No worries. Thank you very much, mate.
Thank you.